Good morning. Thanks for watching. Going along with the theme of being made for more, I want to highlight just a bit from the psalm that I read opening up the service yesterday morning. Psalm 52, I believe it's verse 8. Yep, it is. After describing how those who go against God, how the proud are viewed by God, the psalmist then contrasts it to his own situation, being humble, being loved by God. In doing so, he says this, "But I am like a green olive tree in the house of God. I trust in God's faithful love forever and ever." Now, it's every time I've read that, I in my head see green olive as in opposed to black olives. But that's not what it's saying. It's saying that I'm a healthy olive tree. I am well cared for. Regardless of the color of the fruit, the fact is, as a tree in God's house, the psalmist says, I am being well cared for. A while back, I had a student ask me why I go to the wellness center. This was obviously before the wellness center was closed. I had been there, had seen him, and he goes, "Pastor Chad, you're already strong. Why do you go to the wellness center?" I had a little chuckle from that. You know as well as I do that when it comes to our physical health, we can't just make a goal and then be done with it and expect to keep any of that. Whether we're talking about physical strength, if we're talking about weight, whatever the health situation we're talking about, the nutritious diet, you can't just say, oh, I'm going to stop eating potato chips and only eat salad, and then after a week you've eaten all of this salad and go, well, I made that goal, I'm going back to potato chips. What good did it do you? No, to be healthy physically, we understand that we have to be healthy all the time. We have to put in the effort to make wise choices about what we eat, about what we do, all the time. So, Pastor Chad, why do you go to the wellness center when you're already strong? Well, if I'm going to be strong, I have to keep working at it. The same is true in our spiritual life, and that's obviously where I'm getting at. If I'm going to be that green olive tree in the house of God, it's not going to be simply because I decided to make a change in my life. Oh, I'm not going to lie anymore, or I'm going to be more kind to people. No, it has to be a day in, day out process of continuing not only to make good decisions, but to feed ourselves on the Word of God. You may be tired of me saying it, that we need to read the Word of God every day, but the truth is we need the Word of God every day. The psalmist says, the Word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. In saying that, he says that the light illuminates the very next step that I'm going to take. That's the light to my feet. And the Word also shows me the big picture that I need to understand. That's the light to my path. And if we're not in the Word of God, we're not getting either of those things. So do you want to be healthy as a Christian? You can't just make some sort of promise, oh, I'm going to be a better Christian this week or this month or this year. You need to be consistent. You need to constantly turn to the Word, not only when you have problems, but just for your daily nourishment, so that you too can be that green olive tree in the household of God.